Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Take a few of the fast and touch the sky. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Take a few of the fast and touch the sky. On a sunny morning, I touched the sky. Next morning, I touched your heart. What's the start? I play my role when I rip the mic apart. Do what I got to do to place a spark. I'ma put it down, seeking no crown anymore. From the moment I saw you, it's all gone. Hard to believe to a pimp like me. Used to have every woman every day of the week. Big time, I put that behind. Said I'm sorry, I got to go from the side. Lied to the man, I aim high to the place no human has ever given try. So I got to go, I got to go. All I want is for you to stay. Man out of grave, resurrected. Now he's connected. No concession, just any bit about you. Yeah. Take a deep breath.
Hello, welcome to Persona 2. Star, are you here? She said
here.
Yeah, there she is. Let's hope nothing breaks this time indeed. God, I have had smooth streams otherwise this week, so I'm hoping the issue is just a one-time thing.
I'm optimistic about how tonight will go.
Same. Maybe we'll even finish the game. We'll see.
I am doing better than I was last time. And that's not to say that I was doing poorly last time, but that I was tired last time. But last night I had a good time of sleep.
Yeah. Sleepy time.
I ranted about this in my last stream yesterday, but like my sleep schedule's been super fucked because of the heat. But I got a fan last night, and it seemed to work pretty well. We saw. Did we read this last time, or?
I don't know. Oh yeah,
We're gonna have to fight the man soon.
The man.
I hate the man.
The singular man.
He pushes us down.
I'm just twisting around. There's the sound again.
But yeah, not only was the heat a problem, like, I was upset about my sleep schedule and, like, being exhausted yesterday. And then this morning, when I woke up with a headache, I was like, ah, that was probably vaccine.
Yeah.
I hate that it acted up, like, the moment I started stream, but I feel a lot better today knowing that, like, it wasn't just my fucked up sleep schedule that potentially fucking with that.
Yeah. It does look a bit like a P3, P4 dungeon. I'm guessing, like, a lot of the inspo for those games came from the later game here. Because of, like, the shadow selves and shit.
Yeah, I could see a lot of 4 and 5 in this game. Maybe 3. 1 is just the one that's, like, completely different. It's weird. So many series, either 1 is absolutely nothing like the rest, or 1 is what everything is based off of. You're either Mario 1 or you're Street Fighter 1. There is no in between. Except for the stuff that's in between that I'm not acknowledging.
Your middle brother went out like a lightest, like, soon after he got his first shot, yeah. When I got my first shot, I wasn't doing too bad, but after my second, I had a fever, I had the chills really bad, I had a headache. It was, not a very fun time. But you know what, I'm glad I got it. Small price to pay for peace of mind. You weren't affected by the first or second shot, neither was my mom, and I'm incredibly jealous of both of you.
You see, what's funny about, like... Well, not funny, but... I guess not funny about the people, but funny about my experience, just in general. It's just like a lot of people who are idiots and not getting the vaccine is just like, well, I've been fine now, I'll be fine later. And, like... my luck with that kind of shit is super absurd. I probably could just be like fucking daring as hell and still be fine. Like, don't give a fuck about anything. But I still follow those guidelines because
there's...
Like, just because I think I'll be lucky doesn't mean I can be an asshole with other people's like well-being,
Yeah,
or
like,
that I
why
should be
risk it,
actively
you know?
tempting fate.
You have no weaknesses. You're weak to just about every physical attack. Okay.
What's weird is that it came like a day or two later. It's just like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, it varies based on like your system and shit. Like you might
still-
have a better resistance to some things, or you might have delayed reaction to others.
I'm still kind of. My second shot comes between my birthday and my trans anniversary, so I'm just like, that'll be fun. You know, being completely on my ass when I want to celebrate coming out.
I don't even know when my trans anniversary is. It's sometime in May, I think.
See, the main reason I remember the date is because the main reason I knew I was trans was because you posted the fucking, like, should I call you girlfriend? And I just lost my shit.
God.
So I just look at the date of that message and I'm like, yep, that was the day. That was the day.
I know you started messaging me about questioning gender stuff on my literal birthday last year.
Yeah, it will be years from now, and I will still get fucking whiplash from the fact that we beat Persona 5 in the same week that I was like, am I trans? I am trans. Like, that doesn't feel real. It feels like there's like at least a month separating those two, and it's not.
Persona 5 is very gender, to be fair to you.
Well, that's the funny thing, is that Persona 5 had nothing to do with that. It was everything that became between ending Persona 5 and then starting Persona 3. Like, literally, in that entire week, just everything changed. Because of a webcomic that showed up on my Twitter feed, a content creator who taught me what an egg is, and a blue-haired cosplayer from a video game that I didn't play for like 2 years.
God.
I blame you, Samugi. God, I really hope I have the money for that cosplay by October. That shadow really just went, haha, you're funny.
It sure did. I'm not complaining. Wait.
I will say,
how does that
like,
work I don't know, I'm not gonna question it.
I will say that, getting the vaccination makes me less nervous about if I have, HRT injections.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's the most effective since it varies from person to person, but, like, I've heard that injections are very useful.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna write off patches or pills or whatever else just because of other people's experiences.
Yeah. I think it depends on, like, your body and what you can handle and shit.
I trust the doctor there. Whatever they recommend, I will try it, and if it doesn't work, I will make it clear it's not working, and we will consider other options. Or they will explain to me why it's not working.
That's how you handle most things medically, I feel, as long as you have, like, a good doctor.
Well, yeah. I just know that some trans people can get, like, easily, like, disappointed or upset if they don't see results. which is understandable. I'm not saying like, hey, how dare these people? They're so entitled. Like, no,
Show
I
me your
feel
true
that.
form.
Trust me, I felt that for the past year.
Hey, hey, Super Saiyan Jacob, thank you for the follow. How's it going?
Oh, hey, it's Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
He's one of the people who hang out with Borderlands.
Nice.
He's also my friend for other reasons, but that might be the main thing you know him for.
Friend mostly for
You've never
Borderlands.
seen any Borderlands.
I have never watched one of your Borderlands streams, I'm sorry.
Oh, you should. I ran over a guy once.
Babe, I love you. It also happens during my stream slot.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
No,
I stream. You're usually still streaming Borderlands when I go live on on weekdays.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like I'll see you go
Wait, so-
live with it like a few hours before, but I'm usually not gearing up to watch Twitch a few hours before I start.
Oh, that would make sense. I was confused because I'm like, I stream when we do Borderlands. That's like 2 hours earlier than I normally go. But like, if you're preparing your own stuff, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you prepare better than I do. I prepare like less than 10 minutes ahead of time instead of 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I usually set my shit pretty early. I'm usually like separating from everyone else I was hanging out with or talking to like at least an hour beforehand so I can get other shit done before I go live.
I think they've been in chat during at least one of our Persona streams as well.
Yeah, probably. What the hell? What happened here? Other Mega 10 games? I'm gonna stream Nocturne someday. You start preparing your stream an hour before you start and then you get distracted. I feel that. My setups don't take me too long, but I like to set up early just so that, like, if my ADHD ass gets distracted or if something else comes up, I can handle that quickly and not lose the progress I made setting up.
Okay, so, you know, you might not relate to this, but you know that mindset of, like, before school starts in the morning, like, back in, like, high school days, where it's just like, yeah, I got 10 minutes, I'll be fine to get ready before I have to catch the bus or catch the ride.
Yeah.
It's basically that before streams for me.
God. It is very weird being the functional person in a relationship for me, because I'm barely functional. This one's dead, too. I just have anxiety, and I don't like being late to things. Like, I hate being late to things, because it always feels like I'm disrespecting both my time and the other person's time.
I only hate that if they like make it clear that like they need it by that time. If everybody's schedule is chill, then like I try to make it clear at the very least that I'm gonna be late.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like 5 minutes late and just be like, sorry, I'm late.
I don't mind if somebody tells me they're going to be late like an hour or two beforehand. I would prefer to have most of the day's warning, but I don't care as long as you tell me plenty ahead of time. Because I used to be friends with somebody. The friendship fell apart for entirely different reasons, but one of their habits that absolutely grinded on my goddamn nerves the most was when we would have like plans set with at least 2 other people, and they would like roll into the group chat like 20 minutes after we were supposed to get started with whatever we were doing and be like, hey, I can't make it, ooh woo, I'm sorry, ooh woo. And it just pissed me off so bad because it was like every time, and I did not want to make plans with them anymore.
I'm sorry, some of my Persona streams are late sometimes.
It's fine.
Prince Taurus? Isn't this the guy who snatched Miss Ideal from the detective agency? I'm on my knees.
I don't remember what voice I gave this guy, it's been so long. Star, your computer, how's it doing?
Not great.
But his face
That's
is
because I've...
completely burned.
That's just because I've been busy with... Like, that one I haven't been putting off because, like, distraction or laziness. That's, like, literally no one's schedule has worked for that. Also, we're still missing some of the supplies we need for. We are doing what we can. Like, I fussed about my dad ignoring it a while back, but like we're doing what we can with our schedule because I still have to keep up streams, and then also I have all the appointments I've been making with hospitals for like transition stuff, and then also my dad has work basically every day, and then also just like general family stuff. It's like, yeah, we've been very busy, but hopefully sometime during my GDQ break we should have time. So like Saturday seems unlikely for Persona 4, but we should be back to it after I take the week off.
Yeah, your break starts this upcoming Sunday, right?
Yep.
All right.
GDQ is from the 4th to the 10th.
I'll be streaming during that time, Heart.
Oh yeah, and I'll still be on other people's streams, like if Mayo streams or Limit streams. And of course, the Friday streams here.
Yeah. You should, we might be doing something other than Persona 2 next week. It depends on if we finish the game tonight.
Well, then maybe we should stop rambling over a story cutscene.
Yeah, probably. I'm waiting for you to decide on what short game you want to play in between.
You see, if we didn't already have plans for Psychonauts on my channel, I'd have that, but...
It looks like it was carbonized by some high-energy weapon. Must have been another trap. Well, you have my list of video games in order of
Actually,
how long they take.
I need to check how long to beat. There might be something that's not on your list that might be up your alley that you can either borrow from me or already own.
I do not have DDLC Plus yet because I have already spent like a good $150 on Steam since the sale started, and I'm not eager to spend more, even if it's just the small amount of money, because I'm still trying to save to move. It looks like I already read this. But I actually need to log into your Steam again to get access to it on my computer because I never did that with the new one.
Oh, well, that's fine too, because my Steam logged me out of all you guys's. I won't bug Toon or Xeno about that until, like, I would need to borrow it if they're still down to do that, but, like, you, yes.
Yeah. We'll do that sometime this weekend, I guess.
Yeah, whenever we get the chance to.
Does this mean we haven't even seen the worst of what they're gonna throw at us? We've already been through that laser room. Maybe the next one will be like an oven?
Is 9 hours too long of a game?
That would be like 4 or 5 sessions. It's a little bit longer than I'd like, but I can roll with it since Persona 2 has taken us so long.
I'll look over my other options between now and then, but there was this game that I played ages ago, like 2016, 2017. It was like my 4th ever playthrough, called 2064 Read-Only Memories.
You have recommended that game to me so many fucking times.
You should play it then.
You talk to me about that game at least once every 6 months.
Then you should play it.
I'll get around to it someday, I promise.
There are 2 punks and they're very gay. I'm worried about Mrs. Ideal now. Let's keep going. What the fuck? Why do I have your stream open twice?
I have no idea.
And one of them was playing an ad for Black Widow.
It's the Prince's corpse. His face is charred and carbonized. He looks nothing like you remember. I'm a little bit disappointed that he died before we got here. No, that's Prince Taurus. I'm really sad that we didn't get to have like a last confrontation with this guy.
Can I be honest? Out of all of these members, Taurus was the one I remembered the least.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm sad we don't get another interaction with him.
I don't see Miss Ideal's corpse here, so I bet she's still alive. But I wonder where she went.
If I hadn't made him an executive, he wouldn't have had to die like this. When I was Joker, he summoned me to rekindle a dream of his that had been crushed before. Dreams, ideals, people are frequently willing to risk their lives for them. And is it better if they don't dream?
Well, I wouldn't tell Martin Luther King that.
God.
He was pretty strong, but he came to a real sudden end. Still, I haven't forgotten what he did to Shiba and Miho. He gets no sympathy from me. You'll get no sympathy from me. I fight for my friends.
I swear, it'll be an oven next. What should we do, fucker? I've literally just figured out, like, a consistent Eikichi voice. And we're gonna have to lose him very soon.
I wonder if you'd like the other Fire Emblem games, since I know you like Three Houses.
I have Echoes. I haven't played it yet, but I have it.
I'm gonna ask my Fire Emblem friends if you would be able to play, like, a lot of the older ones, like the Game Boy or GameCube ones, with that experience or not. I hear a lot of good things about Ike's games.
Pretty sure I'd have to emulate them. You got a good suggestion that short laid on me. It's weak to fire, okay.
Pony Island? Maybe.
I've never heard of that one.
If we want another mystery game, I think Contradiction took me like only a stream or two.
Oh, that would be fun. I have that game.
Do you know what this is?
I
might just cross-reference your list with your list of games you want to beat with my list of games I have beaten.
I've also got another little mystery game called Jenny LeClue Detective that I've been meaning to play. It's like 9.5 hours long, so a little bit longer than the 2 or 3 session games that I'd prefer to have between longer games, but it's something.
Find that list again. You posted it in your Discord server.
I think I pinned it. Let me check. I can send it to you again if not. Yeah, it's pinned in the Evil Planning channel.
I love that you named it that.
It's an apt name for my stream planning, I think.
So what is the longest game that game length you would prefer?
I would prefer anything between like 4 and 6 hours.
Okay.
Anything less than 6 hours is good.
Pester Quest, just an hour too long.
I'm basing that on how long to beat. Some of them might be off. What did I end up getting from the Steam sale? Every single mainline Resident Evil game. Jenny LeClue oh my god. Jenny LeClue Detective, a couple of horror games that were suggested to me. I'll have to open it and see if like the My Name Owns New Games thing comes up.
But Piku Niku would be a delight.
I watched my friends play Piku Niku like back in February, and they got so frustrated playing it. It was hilarious.
They got mad at Piku Niku?
They got very mad at Piku Niku.
Like, there was one point I kind of quote-unquote struggled, but the game is like Babby mode. It was my favorite game of the year that I played it. I forget which one that was. I think it was 2019. I played it on release, so whatever year it came out in. Because Twitch Prime was really nice and was just like, hey, we're giving you this game a day before it releases literally anywhere else. And I was like, oh, okay. Let's play it, I guess.
You haven't bought much, but you have Game Pass and Humble Choice, so you don't have the need to buy PC games. Honestly, that's probably good.
Hey, Freeze. Hey Freeze, you want to tell them about the fact that I bought Tekken 7 on sale literally the day before the summer sale started, and
Oh
it was
my
the
God.
same discount as the summer sale.
Oh my god.
I can't believe that.
What are you even vulnerable to, you piece of shit? Electric. I don't have anything electric, but it's just strong against everything else, so that's fine. I'm trying to find my
Damn you,
fucking
Sakurai.
receipts.
I did, but I won't get the trading cards. As if I even use them, and as if there's not multiple ways to get them for free, or I could just trade them or buy them for like literal cents.
Let me see. Okay, so I got Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, there's the other one. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, every single mainline Resident Evil game, Use Your Words, Techno Babylon, Jenny LeClue Detective, Deadly Premonition, Outlast,
Wait.
Stitched, Cat in the Box, and the Henry Stickmin Collection.
You bought Operation Raccoon City?
Also Death Come True and Dramatical Murder. If it's on Steam, yes, I bought it.
Oh, you poor soul. Because, like, okay, mainline Resident Evils are pretty good, except maybe 6, but I think 6 was just, like, mediocre. It wasn't actually terrible.
Honestly,
But,
I'm more
like,
into
the
the
spin-offs are a wild fucking west on quality.
Honestly, I'm more into the survival horror aspect of the Resident Evil games than the action aspect, so I'm not really looking forward to 4, 5, or 6 that much.
I think 4 and 5, like, I don't know if you'll like them as much as the original trilogy or 7 and 8, but I think you will enjoy them because what the game lacks in survival horror, it makes up for in cheesy humor. Like, both intentionally and unintentionally. Like, the writing is really funny, and as you've been told, the set pieces can be funny too.
Yeah.
Like, the guy in Resident Evil 4 shows up fucking everywhere and has no lore other than what you buy it. or the thing at the end of 5, which, like, you already know about, where he punches a boulder.
God, I know about the boulder punch thing partially because of all of the jokes that have been made at me about it, and partially because it was an actual throwaway line in 8.
Bad luck running into me.
Well, I mean, there was also that shitpost video I made that I was like, hey, can you help me with this, even though you have no context for any of this?
Yeah.
Slowly, you will gain more and more context. After the runaway guy, or no, after Resident Evil, I will show you the runaway guys.
Oh, I hate the metal things.
God, that video was made so long ago. They were on like 6 or 5, and they finished 8 like last year, I think.
They finished. 8 came out this year, babe.
Party, not
Oh.
Mario Party, not Resident Evil.
Okay.
I should have probably clarified that since you don't watch the runaway guys,
God.
who are apparently my video. You can see the part where Waluigi was swimming through space.
You've been making old dub references in the chat while Resident Evil 1 was played good. I will.
Oh yeah. Yeah, whenever you play Remake, I'll get you that mod that replaces the audio.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm playing Resident Evil 1 right now.
But you are, wait, Classic or like Remake?
Remake. The one that's
But
on
you're not
Steam.
streaming it. But you're not streaming it.
Yes, I am.
You are? What? What the fuck?
Yeah, I started it last week.
I thought, whatever.
We finished Resident Evil Village after like an hour, and then we started Resident Evil 1 Remake.
Well, if I knew that, I would have given it to
You
you.
got in my way.
You won't know about the Jill sandwich.
I learned about the Jill sandwich.
That's why you're gonna hear it. It's funny.
Barry still said something about Jill fitting neatly into a sandwich.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
And also, I wasn't intending on using an old dub mod to begin with anyway.
I didn't get to watch because I was tired, I think.
That was on Wednesday.
Yeah, I was tired. That was this Wednesday? Yeah, I was tired.
And as I said then, I am planning on using exactly one mod for my Resident Evil streams. The singular mod I am planning on using is one for Resident Evil 2 Remake, where they replace the banner that says "Welcome Leon" with one that says "You suck, Leon." That's the only the only mod I'm planning on using.
So you'll tell me when you do 5, right?
Probably.
You're not gonna leave me out of 5, right? How long is 5 actually? Hold on. Probably way too long. If I remember right, 5 was like a while.
I mean, my Resident Evil slot is during one of your stream slots. And I've got a few people who are usually there for them that want to participate in every stream that might want to do the co-op or whatever that game has. But I will let you know when I play it, and we can try and
Look,
figure something out.
I'm sorry I'm on that grind, okay?
I'm sorry for streaming on Tuesdays literally an hour after you start. But I'm also thinking about when April Fool's rolls around. I know I'm planning this like almost a full year in advance. But I'm thinking when April Fool's rolls around, I'll do another village stream, but like a very, very heavily modded village. And the main mod that I want to use for that so far is the one that replaces Baby Rose with Chris Redfield. Remind me to show you the video of that, because it's hysterical.
See, with April Fools, I either plan out way too far ahead or on the day of.
Yeah, I did not have a plan for April Fool's last year or this year until the literal day it happened. And as a result, my April Fool's stuff was kind of lackluster, as much as we love Priest of the Akutsuki Church.
You got in my way.
Did you see my April Fools on my Twitch?
No, I didn't. What did you do for April Fool's on Twitch?
So this is gonna need a little bit of backstory. Do you remember when my mic was fucking broken?
Oh, yeah, I remember now. You, like, saved a bunch more stuff to your voice mod.
You want some?
Yeah, and then I just played the sound effect. It was just an entire stream of sound effects. And I was so scared people wouldn't get it, and then they did. I was like, oh, thank God I didn't waste 2 hours. I thought people were just gonna fucking leave when they realized there was no commentary, but people were like playing along with the joke.
God,
Yeah.
no.
Trying to think, there was one year I did like 3 April Fool's gags that I was really proud of. I forget what they were. I know one of them was a video I sent to John that was supposed to be a sequel to my shit posts I made back in 2017, but it was like super short. It was so at the beginning of Brody Quest, like, you know the part. Well, have you seen Brody Quest? Rather?
I have not.
So at the beginning of Brody Quest, it starts up with Adrian Brody in bed. And since I made a version of that with Albert Wesker, the April Fool's thing was I was gonna do a second one, but this time Wesker just stays in bed and Chris just yells, "Wake up!" from Chop Suey and throws a rock at him.
Oh, that's great.
What were the other two things I did that year? I was pretty proud of the. Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember the year when you completely switched your server around to mirror someone else's, and they switched theirs around to be yours.
I don't remember if they did swap to do mine. I think they just kind of accepted that I stole theirs. It was okay. So here's what I did for April Fools for that stream on the same day, on the same year. So I started out with Just Dance because I was like, oh, let's do a Just Dance stream, and then it started out with Never Gonna Give You Up because it had recently been added. I was like, this would be funny, haha, gag.
Ouch.
But then like I'd start complaining about like, oh shit, I'm having like frame drops or something. Let me see if I can do something to fix that. And then hard cut to Sonic 06 with Sans' head replacing Sonic's.
Oh my god.
And so the rest of the stream was just me playing this like broken English translation of Sonic 06 that went through like Google Translate while he had Sans' head.
I don't know if I was there for the Sonic 06 part. I know she sent me screenshots
No,
of it.
they were definitely not.
I don't think I've been around for a Sonic 06 stream period. Because, as I've mentioned, to Star at least, I am very attached to Sonic 06 for nostalgic reasons. That is, like, one of my favorite games because I grew up with it. And I do not like watching people snark on it, like, at all. So I don't usually show up when somebody's going to be streaming it. I mean, I understand.
Whenever I actually play that game in full, I'll just constantly make references to the fan dub.
God, good.
This is my gamer pad.
The fan dub is the only snarking that I accept. But I understand why people snark on it. I'm not gonna judge them for it. It's just not fun when you show up to something that has your interest in it and they're just like talking about how shitty it is the entire time, you know?
Alright, Danganronpa.
God. In my defense, you made me sit through Danganronpa. You like held me at gunpoint and made me get through Danganronpa. Ha, I told you so.
Oh, we got it.
The door won't open.
No! Are we gonna be crispy critters this time for sure? Our cool head will stave off the heat. Our personas will protect us. Don't stop running, guys!
That's ridiculous. How are you always so optimistic, Big Maya?
We will drag you if we have to.
I'm especially hot under the collar. Why did I wear all this stuff?
Why am I wearing metal? This was a bad idea in hindsight.
Well, got through that.
That's just a fucking pie scene from Chicken Run.
God. Fun fact about me, I have never watched Chicken Run before.
Why specifically that movie?
Because everybody else has seen it. And like...
But yeah, there's a lot of other movies that everyone else has seen. Like, I would argue that, like, no, not everyone else has seen it. It's not an obscure film, but I wouldn't say it's like Shrek levels.
Okay, what fucking other movie should I say that I've never seen?
I don't know, I've never seen it, like, any of the Indiana Jones movies.
Neither have I.
There, yeah, that makes more sense. I've only seen 1/3 of the Star Wars movies.
I've seen all those.
Did I tell you which third it is, by the way?
Which one is it? Is it the prequels?
Well, it's weird. I've seen the first movie of every trilogy.
Oh my god.
So I've seen 1, 4, and 7. That's it. That's all I have.
Freeze, you should watch Back to the Future 1. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I like all those movies. Wait, have you seen 2 and 3 without 1? I mean, you don't necessarily need 1, but it probably be helpful.
I haven't seen the third Back to the Future movie. I've seen the other 2.
Yeah, it's my least favorite, but that's just because I'm not much for cowboys.
Me either. That's why I didn't watch it.
Daddy!
Listen to me, Maya. If you pray at this shrine, your dreams will come true. Try it.
What's with
Why
his
did they
hair?
Why did they make her dad so gender? So what did you pray for, Maya?
2 dads. That Daddy would stay home forever. Is your job that important? Baby. Pat, pat.
I'll be back home as soon as I can, sweetie. But this job has been Daddy's dream ever since he was a little boy.
Is it more important than me or Mom? That's so selfish, Daddy. I hate that she calls him Daddy, not because of the curse thing about Daddy that the internet has done, but because I just think of Brian Wecht in an old Steam Train episode, just calling Ross Daddy,
Oh
and I
my
hate
God.
it
I love
because it
that.
was in the game Who's Your Daddy.
I love Who's Your Daddy. We should play Who's Your Daddy together. That game's
Oh my
only
God,
like $2.
I'd be down with that. I'd be down for that. Liar, you promised you'd come home. When you were assigned to the war zone, do you know how scared I was that Daddy might have forgotten about me?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm usually on child duty.
Baby,
Babby.
I'll be waiting. Here, Daddy. It's a good luck charm I made. Bunny.
Aw, thanks.
Bunny.
Come on, if you keep crying, Mr. Bun Bun's gonna laugh at you.
Oh, that just reminds me of the art that Wild Wilds did with the little plush bunny. Have you seen that one?
Probably. I haven't been keeping up with their stuff.
I think it's okay. So Fuyuhiko made a little bunny plush for Peko, and then Peko gave it to their kid
That's
for
adorable.
protection.
That's adorable.
It's great. No, I'm not the good girl you think I am. Please don't go.
Listen closely, Maya. Journalism is a job you can be proud of. Society needs us.
That's why I'm gonna be a reporter who passes down dreams to everyone. I'm sorry. It's alright. I'm okay. I'm sorry, that sprite of Tatsuya just fucking got me.
Cry if
Like
you
it's a
need
good,
to.
it's a good sprite, but it makes me think of that Wario image where it's just like, I won, but at what cost?
Oh my god. I'm beating the video game, but at what cost? Me too, bitch. The fuck?
I'm sad, Tatsuya.
I know, Maya. You ever want to talk about your emotions, Lisa?
No. I do.
I know, Maya.
I'm sad.
I know, Maya.
I went into the same line of work as my dad. Maybe I was trying to outdo him. Dad died pursuing his dream. All he left me was this. That's why I wanted to be a successful journalist who could balance my work with the family the way he couldn't. Have you ever heard this poem before? Worse than alone, exiled. Worse than exiled, dead. Worse than dead, forgotten. What does it take to prove you were ever alive? Even if you die, as long as you're remembered, you'll live on as a memory. There's a really neat YouTube video I saw about this kind of topic.
Oh, yeah.
It's technically a Cracked video, even though it was made in that weird time where Cracked was kind of dead as a video creator, because they had a contract that said, oh, we have to make these, so...
Ah, gotcha. But then if you're forgotten, that's really no different from being dead. No man is an island. Oh, I've heard that phrase before, specifically. So we try to imprint our existence in others. Following one's dream may be one way of doing so.
That's how it was with me. If you guys had really forgotten about me, I might not be here right now.
I won't forget. I won't ever forget my Big Maya or anyone here ever again. I don't know why they just went with Big Maya and not Big Sis Maya. Or even just kept Maya Nichan.
Thank you. I'm sorry for whatever trouble I caused.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Country roads, let's go. It's a me, Maya-ro.
Maro.
Maro.
By the way, that reminds me. I probably won't, because it's way too fucking much, and I'm not gonna make a stupid promise like this again. But I want you to know that, like, add the DLC costumes from Smash Brothers, the DLC Mii costumes from Smash Brothers, to the promise about playing the DLC games. That would include Fallout.
Fuck yeah.
I probably won't, though, because that also includes Ghosts and Goblins, and Arthur is a fucking dick.
Oh my god.
Well, Satan's a dick to Arthur, but I don't want to deal with that. Arthur can be a pile of bones. Fuck him. He was having a horny picnic. No wonder
my
Satan
God.
fucking stole his girlfriend. It's like I finally found where I belong. This is where my persona has been guiding me for the last 10 years. I don't want anyone else to suffer. We need to hurry and put an end to this.
Dreaming of becoming a big star. Wearing trendy clothes and chasing after the latest fashion is the same thing. Everyone's desperate to carve out their own niche.
The reason why people fall in love and chase dreams is because they want to be remembered. But that's not so bad, is it? There's nothing wrong with that thinking that way, is there? Maybe I'm not that strong after all. Oh yeah, Sophia was Ness for some reason.
That might have been the case with my father's dream, but if it's going to bring suffering to the world, then even if I die, I'll... All right.
So, okay, have you played Strikers? I know you haven't finished it. You told me that, but have you played it?
I
You
have
own
played it. Yes, I have. I'm like 2 dungeons deep in it.
So
I
you know who
haven't-
Sophia is.
I know who Sophia is. Yes, I love Sophia.
Okay. Would she be friends with Aegis?
I think she would be friends with Aegis. Yeah.
She kind of gave me that feel. Like, I don't know if she's an AI or a robot or something, but I
She-
feel like she would
She
be
is an
friends with-
AI, but I do think she would be
Okay.
friends with Aegis.
Do you want my autograph?
I mean, when you
Falls
think
under
about
the
it,
same umbrella of sorts.
when you think about it, robots are just AIs with skin.
We should know after watching fucking Age of Ultron tonight.
God. I barely processed a majority of that movie. Like, I've already forgotten most of it.
Well, thank God we didn't watch Thor: The Dark World then. Because instead of like half of that movie, you would forget like probably 80% of it.
Age of Ultron, everything that didn't involve Ultron himself kind of bored me to tears. I'm gonna be real here.
Which is funny because the first time I saw that movie, it was the other way around.
I just like robots, and I relate
Look,
to daddy issues.
I just wanted to set up the stuff with... Well, I say set up the stuff with Wanda and Vision, but also the stuff with Cap in that movie is important. That's why I put it between our Cap movies.
Yeah.
Because the order we've been watching the movies in is just franchise by franchise. So we were watching the Cap movies, and I included it there because a lot of that stuff's important for Civil War. But we can't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is technically under the Cap umbrella, because that's after Endgame, and that'll spoil things
God.
for our game that we're playing. Just like I can't show you Loki either.
You didn't mind doing Ragnarok.
Well, yeah, but Ragnarok and Loki are different. Ragnarok I allowed because you had seen Thor before doing the first half of the guessing game. So I figured Ragnarok would spoil about as much for Phase 3 as Thor did for Phase 1. Loki is way too early to fucking tell.
Yeah.
And also relies a lot on another movie. Like, Thor 1 and Thor 3 are pretty standalone. You really need to see, like, only a few other movies. Like, but most of the details that are important are in those movies themselves. It just references the other films. But, Loki, I can tell you this much, that Loki relies a lot more on a lot of films.
Yeah.
Most of those are ones you've seen, but some of them aren't.
Gotcha.
Basically, anything post-Endgame relies on Endgame, as far as I've seen. Except maybe
Gotcha.
Black Widow, but that's not out yet, so I don't know.
There's so fucking many Marvel movies. Why are there so goddamn many Marvel movies? I know the answer. I know it's capitalism. As long as those things are making money, they'll keep making them.
Well, that's why Disney wants to make more of these movies, but I told you this when we were watching the movies, so I'll say it on stream. Kevin Feige and the people, like, working at Marvel genuinely do care about setting up this, like, big, intricate story. They care about the money aspect, but it feels like they care more about, like, this is a neat project that we get a unique opportunity to do that not many other companies can do well or get the opportunity to do. So
Yeah, my main concern is the doing it well thing.
yeah, and they do it mostly well. Sometimes they drop the ball with a Thor 2 or an Avengers 2. In my opinion, Captain Marvel, but I say that with the disclaimer that I'm not like one of those fucking like people on like YouTube that's just like, this is the worst thing ever. It's just like, no, it was just mediocre. Like, but like, even with those weaker entries, like, there's never really been a bad one. Like, Thor 2 is boring, gets a lot of lore, and is very forgettable, but it's not a painful watch. You just sit through it, and it's just like, eh.
My main thing is, that's like a lot of content that you need to write, that you need to keep track of, and that you need to make sure you do competently, and the more you do, the harder that gets. Hence why a lot of series suffer from, like, the sequel curse. And B, it is super intimidating to people who might want to try and get into it. Like, it's kind of its own type of gatekeeping when you have that much shit going on.
To be fair, I didn't really notice this until trying to get you into the series. There's a lot of ones that can just be, like, standalone, like, oh, shit. But there's a lot of ones where it's just like, you don't have to watch the other films. There are obviously ones where, like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the other films. But, like, again, most of the Thor movies stand alone, because Thor just goes off on his own little, like, space adventures. The Guardians movies are also pretty standalone.
Yeah, that doesn't really make it any less intimidating to people who don't know anything about it, though.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But that's what people like me are here for.
We have not watched Doctor Strange yet, no.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and the Spider-Man films are kind of, we'll see. Because, like, they have elements that I think Lappy would care about, but they're not as, like, blatant to me as the stuff with, like, Wanda and Vision or the Cap team. They're just like, oh, hey, this guy does neat magic and goes on a fun adventure. This guy has a neat world that he lives in.
You know what? Sometimes that's all you need.
This kid is fun.
Sometimes a guy doing magic and going on a neat adventure is all you need, you know?
But that's a bridge we're gonna cross when we finish the Cap movies. Because even though I was on the fence about it, I think we will watch Infinity War and maybe Endgame. Endgame I could probably explain, but Infinity War has a lot of really good emotional moments. Endgame is mainly just hype for fans, and that's like, eh. I remember one of your other friends recommended we watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and I think you'd like those. I don't know about the MCU ones. You'd probably like those too. Peter Parker is like pretty charming no matter what form he's in.
Yeah.
But the Raimi movies, I think you'll find is a fun time because like they're it's a little cheesy, but like not overly so.
Are the Raimi movie? You're gonna have to like use the actor name to describe them because I don't know what the fuck Raimi means.
Fuck, what's his name?
Are they the Maguire movies or?
Yes, Toby. You might also like the Garfield ones, but or at least the first one, but I'm not much for him. I don't hate him. He does a good job. It's the writing of those films. It's not the acting. He does a great job with what they give him. He like I said, Peter Parker is charming no matter the version. It's just that the context of the story that he's in, especially with the second one, is just kind of meh.
Yeah, Peter Parker is a fun character no matter what you do with him, I feel. He's just a dude, you know?
Like, everybody makes fun of Spider-Man 3, but, like, they acknowledge in the DC commentary that, like, he's trying to act cool, but he is a dork.
Isn't Spider-Man 3 the one with, Venom?
Yeah. But I think you'd like those.
Bad luck running into me.
I am willing to give them a shot.
2 especially. I think you'll like Doc Ock a lot.
I mean, I like one version of Doc Ock. I'm sure I'll like more.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of mad scientist characters as of late.
Oh, absolutely. And his backstory, you'll very much enjoy.
Like, I feel like every year I get a new type of character that I get super attached to and start projecting myself onto. 2021 is mad scientists.
In that case, after the Cat movies, I'm tempted to take an MCU break and just do the Rain movies now so you can see this version of Doc Ock, because, like, he definitely fits a lot of your boxes.
Yeah, sure, why not? One year it was robots and AIs, one year it was detectives. This year it's mad scientists.
One year it was... Well, no. I was gonna say Lying Gremlins, but, like, I guess Kokichi was the only one who was that.
I guess Gremlins in general work, but Kokichi was the only one who made lying his main personality trait.
I'm sorry, like, okay, so these characters have been insta-killed so many fucking times, but something about that specific one where he just screams, lays down on the ground, and then evaporates. Something about that.
That's how it happens for all of them.
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention to it before.
God, I'm so sick of getting insta-killed.
You know, if it'll make you feel better about all the Marvel I'm dipping you in, we can watch the Burton Batman after we watch all the Marvel movies.
I love the Burton Batman movies. I love them so much.
I've seen it before, so, like, I know what I'm getting into, but, like, I would totally be down to watch that, because I also want to watch some good DC movies, but sadly everything they were making around the time of Marvel stuff was, let's try what Marvel's doing.
Hey, I like Wonder
worked.
Woman.
Well, yeah, that one was good.
Wonder Woman's one of my favorite
But, like, the Batman
movies.
and Superman movies were just like, eh. And I like the Nolan movies okay, but I'm pretty sure you don't.
Nah, not really. I don't care for them.
Like, I'm not that attached to them, but I like them okay.
I just prefer the characterizations that the Burton movies and the DC animated universe put out.
There's Lego Batman as well.
There's also Lego Batman, yes. But Batman's 1 and 2 are good. The other two in that series are not. We don't talk about them.
Wait, what?
There's Batman's 1 and 2 that were directed by Burton. And there's Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, which had different directors and which we don't talk about.
I almost kind of want to watch Batman and Robin with you just to make fun of it.
Can I get drunk
I've
when
never
we do?
seen that movie in full. I've just seen people like shit on it on YouTube.
Can
That'd be
I get
fucking
drunk
hilarious.
for it?
Sure.
Then yes, sure.
Then again, I do realize that would be before a stream, so I guess that's like a, if you want to.
Let's
like,
have me get drunk as hell for Batman and Robin, and then we can play Who's Your Daddy. We can play Who's Your Daddy while I sober up.
Hey Tatsuya, haven't we been walking for a long time? I'm tired. Isn't there a healing spring around anywhere?
I watched the first little bit of Batman and Robin and then I gave up on it. You got a point. We haven't seen Igor's face in a while either. I kinda wish we could have a chance to switch out some of our personas. I fucking don't. What the fuck is wrong with you? We haven't done that this entire game. I don't know why you even know that's a thing, you fucking fruit.
You know, I think there's a YouTube video that's like, can you beat Persona 2 without changing your personas?
The answer is yes.
We're in a real fix. There's no time to go back to the city and no way to get there if we could. Just hang in there, guys.
I might stream a Persona 3 Portable challenge where I do it without changing off of Orpheus.
Every time with Orpheus, I just think about the Morpheus bit from Eric Andre.
I think about Hades Town.
Go to the buffet with walruses. Seashells by the seashore fees. At least those last battalion guys can't get out either. They're proud of all their high-tech gizmos, aren't they? I wonder if they brought anything they can use to get in and out of here. Like a Go-Ho-M.
No use hoping for a miracle. Let's just go. Wait, look. This door says Velvet Room, and the one over there says Trish's Spring.
Wait. I like to imagine that, like, it's like one of those scenes in a show where it's just like none of the characters see anything until the camera pans over there. It's just like, huh?
I mean,
how
we
did
were
none of us
looking.
notice that?
We were looking dead at the Trish's Spring door that entire time.
Yeah, it's like, seriously. Yeah, we're so lucky. Let's go, Tatsuya.
Oh, Goddess of Destiny, thank you. Let's break on through.
This feels... Yeah. No, I was gonna say, like, the fact that they're splitting up is not good.
Yeah.
Wait a second, you two. Doesn't this seem a little too good to be true? Yikes. Oh man, this has to be some kind of trap. We need to hurry after them. I'll go after Akichi-kun. Tatsuya-kun, you and Jun-kun follow Lisa.
Alright. Big Maya's right, I think. Let's go, Tatsuya. I'm gonna laugh if it is literally just Trish's Spring. Okay, it's not. Lisa! Huh? It's not opening. It was a trap after all. Damn it. Uh-oh. We're gonna become a Tatsuya sandwich.
I've seen this in Star Wars.
I can't die here like this. I promised those kids. Stop, pull back. Huh. Okay. Huh? How? No, time out. Stop, pull back.
One guy, like, behind, like, a one-way wall is just like, hey, you want to see me fuck with those two kids? I'm just gonna pull this lever and make them think they're gonna get squished.
Oh my god. What does this mean?
Maybe?
Lisa's not here. Let's go to the other room for now, Tatsuya. This is a really good part of the video game, I think. Why are Eikichi and Lisa still in my party if they're just fucking gone? Man, what's keeping the others? Is them doing whatever they want gonna be a problem? Lisa!
Yeah. Where did you two come from? I don't remember seeing you inside.
We wanted to ask you the same thing. What happened in there, Lisa? Just a second later and I would have fit into a June sandwich.
What? Nah, it really was just a healing spring inside. I know, because I was yelling at Trish about what a rip-off her prices were. Yeah, it sounds about right for our playthrough.
Yeah.
Maybe you two were just dreaming.
Well, I definitely came out of the velvet.
Uh-oh.
Maya's dead. Oh, she's been reanimated. It's fine.
That wasn't funny. I nearly got pressed like a new suit. I could have died in there. What the?
Where were you?
Where were you? Good delivery there. I hope that was as in sync on your end as it was in mine.
It definitely was not, but we tried.
Aw, that's disappointing.
I was a little bit ahead of you. The where were you was pretty close though.
Yeah, that was the main thing.
Yeah.
Hang on. What's going on here? When I was in there, it was full of traps. Should we go back in and look again? Man, I sure am glad that she's in there and that we're out here and that he's the sheriff.
Huh, it is just Trish. Your prices are ridiculous. Heal me. Thank you. Fun fact, you can dress up Morgana like Trish and Royal. And we're not gonna bother with the Velvet Room because we haven't done that thus far.
Igor's just like, I get very lonely. I haven't seen those kids in quite some time. It was nice the little blue one visited.
This doesn't sit well with me. There has to be something behind it all. Let's be extra careful going forward, Tatsuya.
See, I told you so. I bet you two were just daydreaming. Speaking of dreams, I have no idea what's real and what's not anymore.
Seriously though, I had a chat with Igor and he told me to come back with everyone.
The first rooms we went through, and now this one too. Nah, it couldn't be.
Alright.
It says so on the map.
It sure does say so on the map. I told you I don't want any goddamn Girl Scout cookies.
What if there were Boy Scout cookies?
Good for them. I think it would be a lot easier if that move was just named Bloody Moon. Or Bloody Moon. Either works.
Bloody tears.
Persona. I'm sorry.
Stairs. I don't know what those do and I don't want to find out.
I don't want to fight.
How well do you know fighting games?
Not very.
I thought you played Skullgirls and Dead or Alive.
I have played Skullgirls and Dead or Alive, but I grew up with Dead or Alive, and I haven't played Skullgirls since I was like 19.
Sorry about that.
God, the fact that that was so long ago for us.
The person that got me into Skullgirls and I had kind of a falling out, so it kind of just makes me sad to play it now.
Oh, that's sad.
I don't want to fight.
But that was also still around the time I was playing OJ.
It was a little bit. I, like, first played Skullgirls when I was, like, 16. And last time I played it was a little bit after you played OJ, I think.
Well, I mean, like, last played OJ. It would have been, like, if you were 19, I would have been 20, so that would be 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So that would have been my last
Or, like,
played OJ.
closer to 3 years ago, maybe, because I am turning 22 in, like, a few weeks.
Yeah.
Persona.
People have made me play OJ again. Because the Runaway Guys, that Let's Play group I follow, is playing it.
I think I played OJ with you once, and I've never touched it again.
It is very cursed.
Son of a bitch.
I modded Persona music into it.
Why does God hate me, Star?
Pass?
Can't just pass on the question.
God's got kind of jaded these past few centuries.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
It's like, okay, so my son's been like dead for 2 millennia, and you guys just had to fuck up fucking everything, huh? I see how it is. Okay.
God.
Jesus, guys. Literally Jesus, guys.
I did it.
You ain't worth my time.
I won the video game battle.
You're the one who wins.
I am the one who wins.
I still find it so weird that we like all have this like common thought of what Jesus is supposed to look like, because I don't know if he's described in the Bible.
It's not, I don't
It's not like they had a
think.
fucking camera back in Bible times.
I don't remember exactly which famous artist it was who first painted the idea of Jesus that everybody has now. But, he was modeled after his gay lover.
Oh, good. That is very good. I also don't get why some Christians just like straight up use it to be prejudiced, because that's literally the opposite of what he would want. If Jesus would come down to Earth nowadays, he'd be like, "What are you doing? Why are you using my or my father's words to just hate these people who are just living? They aren't doing anything to you. They aren't harming anyone."
Some people just want to, like, take any excuse they can get to be mean and hateful and roll with it.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, I believe the word for what my belief is agnostic, where it's just like there is a God, but you don't really know which one. But like, regardless, like I feel bad for Jesus if he's out there, because it's just like, oh fuck. If I taught something so deeply that they wrote it down in a fucking book and people tried to use my words to do the exact opposite of what I taught, I'd be so sad. I'd be so disappointed.
Yeah. Like, god damn it, guys, you had one job.
That's why, like, despite some Christians being assholes, I'm not against Christianity.
Yeah.
Because, like, the beliefs at the core of it are good. It's just that people keep using it for bad.
Hi, Matt.
At
love
least
you too.
as far as I'm aware.
You dropped in during a weird ass conversation. Hello.
Talk about Jesus.
God, we're getting there. I hate these goddamn enemies that resist literally everything. There we go. Yeah, these streams have stopped being coherent and just started being both of our ADHD manifested.
This is like I have a phrase on my streams whenever there's just like nothing going on, so I just talk about whatever and I just say let's podcast it. This series has basically just been let's podcast it.
We were talking
you could
about
just take out any part we talk about the story and just make it into a podcast and put it up online, and it would make just as much sense.
we talked about Batman and Robin a little while ago. There's absolutely zero consistency to be found here.
I like how we've had this since day one, where I talked about fucking Joker and... Well, that wasn't day one, but, like, that's the earliest I remember. Joker and Cars 2.
I think that was one of the first streams we did after I came back from, after we both came back from taking a while off from this series.
Yeah.
I really wish I were playing Persona 5 right now.
It's like the little button Squidward has.
I never ended up editing that. I'll have to do that for when we do Eternal Punishment.
I'm still worried that, like, Nocturne will be a bit rough for you.
Probably, but I don't know. It's
Like, not this rough. Like, not design-wise, just difficulty-wise and, like, gameplay-wise.
I mean, I'm
It'll
fine.
be like going from Persona 5 to Persona 3.
I'm fine with a little difficulty. If I could handle the final boss of Persona 3, I can handle anything.
You know what I just fucking realized, by the way?
What?
Nocturne is going to be your first exposure to Dante, I'm pretty sure.
Mr. Devil May Cry himself?
Mr. Devil May Cry. As featured on the button. That is where that button comes from. If you've seen that, like, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, Nocturne is where that started.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. Because he wasn't in the original version. He replaced something, I think.
I still think about how angry everybody got when they were all assuming that Dante would be the next Smash character, and it just ended up being Byleth. That is always going to be hysterical to me.
You should have seen people's reaction when he came as a Mii costume.
Oh my god, did he seriously come out as a Mii costume?
Yes.
I love that.
Okay,
That's
okay.
the good
Before I say
ending.
anything more about the Smash Direct and Mii costumes, okay. Well, first, this cutscene. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Again? Why? Why are we seeing these things?
Oh god, he's having a panic attack. Is your mom gonna pick you up, Jun-kun?
I wish.
Oh no.
I wish you were my mama, big sis. Mama, she hates me. But Papa's really great, I swear. June, honey, neither of your parents are good.
Oh, then I'll walk you home.
Oh, hello. Thanks for looking after June. I don't remember what voice I gave this fucking dude.
Why does he have Light's hair, but like...
This is Light
I don't-
Yagami after like 40 years and a midlife crisis.
He has... Oh, there's some other Persona character that has a face shape like that.
That's... Who is that? People always say Akachi and Light look alike.
No, like his face shape.
Oh, I
Someone
don't...
in Persona has... Someone in Persona has that, like, face.
I'll have to see him again.
Hello, are you Jun-kun's father?
No. He's my uncle. Yeah, I have no clue. I'm not good with face shapes. Come on, let's go home. June? No. Wait, that's right. Stop.
I'm thinking it's someone from 3, I'm not sure.
That's not... June is having a hard time. Dude, are you okay, June? That's right. My mother is someone else. I'm alright now. Come on, let's go. June, you are what we call a child of abuse. Star.
I need some time to think, Tatsuya-kun.
God, Jesus, alright.
That's why she paused for so long.
Uncle? That's right. My father is further inside. I have to stop him.
That guy, didn't he look exactly like the ghost from the clock tower? Huh? Wait, June's dad wrote the Inlakek, right? The one who died at the clock tower was supposedly Inlakek's author. June's dad is... No way! The man we knew as June's dad was...
June's uncle, huh? He looks a lot like June's dad. Definitely different personality-wise, though. Alright, carrying on. Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah, the other door is the one I need to go through. God, we're getting close. Fuck you.
I might be thinking of Takaharu Kirijo,
Mitsuru's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
I don't know
it.
though. That's just the first adult with like that kind of chin though. I'm pretty sure I was thinking of somebody else.
They're both good at giving their kids daddy issues too. I literally just turned around.
It's whoop-ass time!
I like didn't even get a chance to move forward a step. Literally all I did was turn around and they were up my ass.
Well, you never want someone up your ass. Unless you ask them to be.
Unless you ask them to be and you use like a lot of lube. Like a generous helping, a dollop even. I hate the fucking cubes. I hate shapes. Fuck geometry.
Never want to play Tetris in my life.
Fuck Tetris, fuck geometry. die, die, bite, kill.
Christmas mirror.
Does anyone know how long this dungeon is exactly?
I don't.
Because we've been going for about an hour and a half. And I really want to finish the game tonight. But I don't know if we should push through and do the extra time. Because, like, if we finish early next time, we could probably just fill for time by playing some, like, co-op game that doesn't have a story or anything, but...
We could do some Portal.
Portal?
Portal.
Is Portal 1 even- oh, fuck. Is Portal 1 co-op? I don't have Portal 2.
Shame.
I should probably bite the bullet and get it, but...
Well, I can't find whatever character it is that guy reminded me of. Also, shame. I was reminded, though, by quickly checking Twitter. Did you hear about Lizzo correcting some news reporter on Demi Lovato's pronouns?
No, but I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, all the people in the pop, well, not all the people, because that's a big generalization, but, like, a lot of the really big people in the pop industry, I'm super, like, loving how good they are. Just, like, Lizzo, Demi, Lil Nas X, like, just, I'm loving it. Love to see it.
Progress, baby.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We need to get more people like that and less people like fucking Adam Levine or Jason Derulo or like
What
whoever
did Adam
else.
Levine do?
No, he's just kind of generally a dick and weird.
I'm also just kind of generally a dick and weird.
What's another? Fucking why? Please, I know he probably is, but I hope Chris Brown is not a thing anymore. He shouldn't have even been a thing when he was a thing.
I haven't heard anything about Chris Brown in years, but I don't keep up with music either.
I haven't either, and I vaguely keep up with music, so assumedly that means he's not doing anything of note. He's probably still around, but like, yeah, he's obviously not doing anything popular if I don't know what it is. That K-pop trend is still going around, going pretty strong.
It sure is. The K-pop trend is also pretty recent though.
It's less strong than it was initially, but that's not to say that it's dying, just that it's like less big, I guess.
God, I got into Tumblr RP again recently, and usually when somebody follows me, I'll like read their rules and then follow back if they seem like rules I can follow. And this one person who followed me had like in their little about me section, I am a diehard K-pop stan, or a diehard BTS stan. Send me all your fics and headcanons. And I was like, those are real people. Those are real ass people. I mean, I guess have fun or whatever, but those are real ass people, my dude.
God. I still remember people like just shipping Let's Players. It's like, fucking guys, don't do that. Get fucking scared whenever like Dream or the Minecraft YouTuber of the week is like encourages this shit, because it's like I've already seen this happen before with Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and the Game Grumps. It's just like this never ends well, and they somehow made it worse by embracing it like more. like Game Grumps and Game Grumps, Mark, Jack, and the rest were just basically like, yeah, it's harmless fun, haha, funny, like not haha funny like the ships or, but they're just they're friends, so like
They were like, yeah, as long as it's not like the first thing that pops up when you Google it, Google us, sure.
I think their main thing was like, at least for Mark and Jack, was like, as long as it's not like excessive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's like soft shit, if it's like fucking straight up porn, it's just like, no, don't do that.
But always, if you're like saying, yeah, shipping and fics are okay, there's gonna be porn. You can't stop people from writing porn. Many have tried and failed. You cannot stop the porn
Game Grumps,
machine.
if I remember right, Game Grumps pretty much like fully agreed to porn up to a certain point. And,
I think I've
like,
read Game Grumps porn before. It exists.
I'm pretty sure they've backtracked on that opinion by now. I think they've learned their lesson. But then these fucking Minecraft YouTubers just kind of play into it like, oh, ooh, whoopsie, ooh.
We still haven't caught up to them. Mustache Man must be pretty far ahead.
Eggman?
God. Worse. Indeed,
Oh,
we do
right.
have 4 of the skulls, but the one the Fuhrer holds has quite a lot of ideal energy stored within it. If he
God,
awakens,
imagine... Oh, sorry.
If he awakens Yabalba's inhabitants, it would be a serious problem.
Imagine a World War II, like, history lesson, but instead of calling him Adolf Hitler, they just call him Mustache Man and expect you to know what they're talking about.
Why the fuck did Steam start downloading something?
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh,
There
it's
should be a
fast-
setting to turn that off.
No, I like having my auto updates on. It saves me time, but it finished
Well,
already anyway.
But it can fuck you over during streams.
I don't
sometimes 'cause your
usually
internet-
have it open during streams though, and I have it set so that it won't update while I have a game open.
Does this
Steam
count as a
open.
game?
No, I meant a Steam game, but I usually do not have Steam running on my computer when I'm streaming.
Oh, sometimes it runs in the background.
I always task manager it whenever I close it, specifically
that's
so
fair.
stuff like this doesn't happen. But it was only 140 frames and it hasn't happened in a hot second, so it's fine.
What do you guys think? Are we close to the goal or not? This is basically what you were asking before.
Well, given how long it took us to make it this far, I assume they're much further ahead.
I don't really care. I just want to hurry and show their faces.
Hard to say, but we must be almost caught up with them by now, right?
Okay. So basically, Jun-kun thinks that they're much further ahead. Kichi-kun thinks we must be almost caught up with them. And Lisa doesn't really care. In that case, I'm going to guess that they're just around the corner. Huh? What's this about, Maya-chan? You're acting kind of weird here. Is it fucking cognition?
God.
Bear with me just a little longer. So this might sound vague, but if I go by our guesses as to the distance left, Jun-kun says far, I say close, and Akichi-kun is somewhere in between. Now, whose guess do you agree with, Tatsuya-kun?
God, I fucking hope it's Maya's.
Meaning that you what?
Meaning you think we've just about caught up to them
thought
too.
you- I got confused. I thought you picked Lisa's, not mine. So I was like, wait a minute. I thought she didn't care. Okay. Meaning you think we've just about caught up to them too. Our opinions are split. Our opinions are split now, 2 to 1 to 1 to 1. Come on, let's see what happens.
God, please let us be almost there. I wanna finish the game tonight.
I'm almost there.
Almost there. And we're also running out of chewing souls. We've only got like 30 of those fuckers left.
You ever think about the fact that Princess and the Frog and Resident Evil 7 take place in the same state?
Yes. I think about a lot of things that take place in Louisiana.
What else takes place there?
A handful
guess-
of things.
Isn't there like a Fallout game, I guess?
There's part of a Fallout game, yes.
Which one was that?
It's DLC for 3.
Ah.
Alright, cats and kittens, leave the quizzes to the great Michelle. I'll have you know I've been in a Quiz Bowl championship. Sure, I got disqualified in the preliminary rounds, but...
Teddy looms in the corner.
God.
Is there a point to this? It's not like our opinion is going to come true. Well, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure our journey from here on will turn out the way that Tatsuya-kun agreed with.
What could she mean? Big Maya would never ask things like that without some sort of purpose behind it. Fucking rude.
I got the perfect sound effect, but I didn't pull it up, and you'll probably kill him by the time he gets there.
Well, you better fucking hurry then. Too late.
Bird up.
Well, you were like a second too late, but you got there.
I realized that the stream feed was covering up the sound effects.
Language.
God, really good. Also, yes, that's Kazuna AI. I would recognize her voice anywhere.
Good. I also have this one.
Good. I hope
She is
Veruca
here,
is having a good day.
She is here, she do a toot-toot.
We should do Steins Gate one day.
One day. If not Elite, then definitely, Pentagram or, Darling's Embrace.
We both have Elite. There's no reason why we wouldn't.
Well, we know what happens in Elite.
Loosely, yes, but it has also been years.
True, true.
Persona.
Beans?
Still love that. I don't know why that was a sound effect on the website I was grabbing them from, but I was like, fuck it. Beans, I guess.
It's really good. The fact that there's no warning for when those traps are is the most annoying part about them.
Well, there's never any warnings for mines. That's how they work.
God.
Minesweeper would be a very boring game if it had warnings for mines.
But I hate Minesweeper.
Minesweeper hates you.
It sure does, doesn't it? Oh, there's a door literally right here.
Good job.
Oh, that is promising music.
Does this mean it turned out like Maya-chan said? Hey, May, how'd you know?
This music still fucking reminds me of Crash Bandicoot music.
Cash Banuka.
Oh god. Not you again.
Oh fuck, it's the Exosols.
Ah, Freuden. It seems you've caught up to Jibaba's secret.
No thanks to you, but I still haven't figured out the pattern to it.
What secret is he talking about? That you must realize the extent of the crisis you're faced with. Indeed, you are destined to meet your end here.
Unfortunately for you, we're definitely going to win. Right, everyone?
Definitely.
I wonder if it would be harder if you said I'm not so
Quite a
sure.
showy display of bravado, young lion. The ignorant overconfidence of youth often leads them to tragic mistakes. Like now!
This music makes me think of Super Paper Mario. Another game I've been bugging you about for years.
You sure have. Unfortunately, I am no closer to warming up to Mario in general.
Stupid plumber with his stupid face, his
Fucking
stupid
plumber.
mushroom.
I hate that fucking plumber. I do have like a Mario t-shirt that I've been sleeping in recently though.
Clearly that means I should buy a Sonic t-shirt then.
Do it.
Geistesblitz!
It's my mom's old one though, so I didn't buy it or anything.
My brother stole my Zelda shirt.
I forgot about that fucking move.
I bet he hasn't even played NES Zelda.
This is it.
Last time we did a fight against these things, it took us like a full hour to beat them. But like, we have significantly better personas now, so hopefully it's not much the same. Though if they keep fucking sealing our fucking personas, it's gonna take us a hot second. Hate it here.
Bravo.
Persona. Geistesblitz.
Good night.
These are the only robots I don't like.
Well, given that they are Nazis, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. You two, while you're useless, you can use fucking healing items. We're getting somewhere very slowly.
Bravo!
I don't know why they say bravo to me every time I do anything. Like, if anything, they should be trying to discourage me. I think you've been blocked off for long enough.
Guten Nacht.
Please stop blocking off my personas. It's the most annoying goddamn thing you could possibly do. Which I guess is the reason why you do it, but...
Bravo!
We're getting there.
Bravo. Bravo.
This is it! Persona.
Would any of you like to show me your lovely low health animation? Because I would really love to see it.
Bravo!
Alright.
This is it! Persona.
It tracks that these goobers are absolute tanks, given that they are gigantic robots, but... Come on, man.
Hey, you know, I
Oh my
wasn't
God, I
sure
got
if
one.
These tanks were tanks, but then they started tanking everything, so
I
I
got
had
one.
to figure something was up.
I got one.
Geistesblitz.
Got two.
Bravo!
I guess they just don't have low health animations for whatever reason.
Bravo.
Alright, almost there. Come on.
Bravo.
Come on, Nova Kaiser, don't fight me. Nova Kaiser killed me.
Fucking rip.
I trusted it, and it let me down. We'll keep trying it, though. Because really, what else is there to do?
Bravo.
At least there's only one guy left.
Yep. That does make things easier. Got him. Fuck yeah.
There it is.
I am good at video games.
You are so good at video games.
And we get a bunch of XP for it, too. If you had just died here, your suffering would be at an end. Marionette, haven't you wondered where your mother has gone? What? Ugh.
June-kun, don't let them get under your skin. They should call you Mario instead of Marionette.
Yeah, it wasn't cool of them to misgender you, June-kun.
You need to focus on stopping your father and returning the city to normal. Hey Maya-chan, what's going on? All this stuff about secrets? You're acting weird. No! Sorry, I don't think I should say anything just yet, but I'll explain myself later. Let's keep going. I know we'll be catching up with Jun-kun's father soon.
Alright.
Don't remove the memory stick.
Oh, I won't. That memory stick that I totally have.
Maya-chan's acting strange, and Jun's memories still seem a little mixed up. Is everything okay?
The secret of Jubaba, huh? Could it be that this is all just a dream? Nah.
Are we asleep? Nah, can't be. Guess we'll find Jun-kun's father next. You think so too, right, Tatsuya-kun? Right?
I haven't seen her in a while, but my mother should be living happily with her lover. After we left Sumaru 10 years ago, I was shunted from one school to the next, to cause problems wherever we went. That's why I lived with father ever since. To mother, I'm nothing more than a nuisance. Ugh, my head's hurting again. Alright. At least that completely refilled our HP and SP. But I have absolutely zero idea how long the endgame stuff is going to take. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut us off here and say that we'll finish the game next Friday. We cannot, if we finish early, we can always do something else to finish to like fill time.
Yeah. So given this is an RPG, I feel like even if it's like right around the corner, whatever comes at the end of the story is probably going to take up enough time.
Yeah, it's probably for the best to just leave us some time to get that done. But thank you so much for hanging out and watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I have a Discord server that you can join to get stream updates as they happen, or just to hang out. There's a link for that. Here is my Twitter, where you can also get scheduling shit or see my hot content. There it is. And I hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Farewell.